So moving on, I know last week we talked about a Robotech movie, so an anime coming into live action. Got more anime live action news. So a famed Akira that has been rumored since I was like a junior in high school,
yeah.
so like 5 million years ago. Has been rumored, the Akira movie, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. So it looks like they're kind of starting to get director, and they're going to get the rumor is the director from Thor Ragnarok. I apologize profusely of not being able to know how to say people's names, but Taiko Watati? Is that, again, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
But I'll throw it up there. You guys know who he is. And I haven't seen Thor Ragnarok yet, but those trailers look really, really good. But like we've done this discussion before. Can you make an anime into a live action movie
and be good?
And unless because there's politics.
Yeah.
Everyone has to be Japanese. Yeah. I know it takes place in Neo Tokyo and all that, so maybe. But the thing is, this dystopian future for the beginning, it can take place anywhere. Yeah. It does make sense for when Akira was made, because this, imagine post World War II Japan. How does this country move forward?
Yeah, because they actually went through that.
Yeah. Do they focus on infrastructure? Do they focus on military? Did they take their military defeat as a sign of, we got to be stronger, more government, bigger government?
Be more pacifist
more militaristic. Actually, there's another great anime you should watch. You like that? It's called General. They took the more militaristic path.
Yeah.
That they didn't take.
So this kind of became the haves and have-nots in
Yes.
Akira. So you start getting like these biker gangs, and there's this. It gets really cerebral with there's like psychic powers, and the government's doing these secret tests on these 3 children. But when you use your psychic energy, it ages you. So they're like a bunch of Benjamin Buttons. They're little kids,
around,
but they look like an old lady, an old woman.
And I've said this before. You think Ghost in the Shell is slow. You think that movie's slow.
Yes.
That concept. Akira is a crawl space compared to Ghost in the Shell.
See, here's the thing, because when everyone thinks of Ghost in the Shell and you close your eyes, what do you think of? You think of the Kita's bike scratching across the thing. You think of him driving by with the pipe in his hand, hitting the dude, and you think of the big laser battle at the end.
Yeah.
That's such
You're
a
not
small
seeing
part
the
of the film.
between. You're not seeing the teddy bear growing weird.
That's such a very small part of the film. And I'm wondering if they're going to take that slow approach, because people are going to see this thing, cool action movie. Like, I would like to see a trailer for this. Like, how do you try to sell an action movie? You try to sell a cerebral original intent of Akira.
That's why I say, can you make it good? Because how can you make it kind of like the original? Because
in the end, it's a story about 2 friends.
Exactly, and it's more
Tatsuo
and Canada. Canada. Canada.
Oh, Canada.
That's what I think of his name.
But the thing is, I'm wondering how they're going to take this, because after I again personally believe the unwarranted hate that Ghost in the Shell received. How is this going to fare any better? I think Robotech has a better way of doing it, because it's a little bit more removed. When someone hears Robotech, they might think of, I remember when I was a kid, I watched the 80s cartoon. Growing up, not knowing it was anime, but you watched it as a kid. Akira and Ghost in the Shell are so ingrained into the Mount Rushmore of anime. They're up there
of old school anime fans.
So how do you do this?
Yeah, and on top of this, it's going to be harder because, like you said, it's a lot more slow paced, a lot more story driven. Unlike
there's a lot of there's a lot of thinking going on here.
Yeah, exactly. and also not only that, the movie ends only halfway through the manga. There's way more story that people don't even know about Akira that's there. So I mean,
do you bring that into the thing?
I don't think you would, because I don't think there would be a place to fit it in.
Unless you do like a trilogy or something.
Yeah, but you think there'll be a trilogy made and they'll watch this first movie?
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Ghost in the Shell should have been a trilogy, and it's not going to be.
Yeah, that would be nice.
The thing is, I guess you just can't have any white people involved at all. They can't even be the guy delivering the food. They can't even be the person who changed the batteries and the lights. Like, it literally has to be all Asian people, because that's just the way Hollywood is. Because I want anime movies to be beloved by everyone, and not a lot of people will give anime a chance because it's a cartoon, it's animated. I'm never.
We already have that stigma for you.
We already have that. We always had that stigma. And if maybe make a cool live action version, maybe that person checks out the original anime and gets into other animes. But if we can't even get the fans to give things a chance, the normal person's never going to.
I'm looking at the iconic big animes. We're running out of stuff, guys. We're running out of movies that made live action at this point.
But this is another thing that's going to irritate the hell out of me. I know Cowboy Bebop is always talked about too. Spike has to be an Asian guy.
He's
his
born
name
on
is
Mars.
his last name is Spiegel, and he was born on Mars, so he doesn't have to be.
He needs to be a Martian, Mike.
Yeah, he needs to be Matt.
Oh, sorry,
Damon. Matt Damon is the only Martian.
If you wanted to, you can make Jet. I think you can make him Asian. You can make him Japanese if you want to. But
that's the thing. Oh, of course, the side characters. I can just see.
Yeah.
I
You
can
can't
just see
win.
this.
You can't
Or like Faye Valentine. I'm sorry to say, is not Asian.
I don't think she is. I think she was kind of a
so.
Richie
I
girl.
think she was born in the United States.
Faye,
I'm pretty sure.
and that's what I'm saying. And I don't want to be mean. Maybe I'm wrong, but like
And
the
Ed's
way,
Indian, so you can make her
she's
from
like
India.
she can either be like Indian, Middle Eastern. You can make her.
that makes sense. Yeah.
You make her Egypt again. She has that kind of weird, undefined. She has really dark skin.
All I know is her dad's an amazing fighter. That means like he's nothing. It's so funny. He's not even trying. That's just like okay.
See, but with these
You know what?
ideas,
You can make vicious. You can make vicious Asian.
of course, you think the Asian person would be the
Yeah,
bad guy.
no, you can say.
necessarily.
But that's
He's
how
a
it
cool
is.
guy.
You know,
Can't
men.
win. You can't win.
He's really cool though. He's like one of the coolest characters.
No, Spike has to be Asian and Vicious has to be an American.
But Julie
a
has
blonde
to-
American.
But
Maybe.
Julie, I mean,
Yeah, her name's Julia. She has blonde hair and blue eyes. That's Asian, if you ask me.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I just think these things they cannot succeed. Not in the climate that we're in today. It's impossible for these.
the
things to
sad
succeed.
truth is that these were made in the '90s. It maybe could have been amazing. 'cause
But
that
we
was
didn't
post-on.
have the special effects to make
Effects
this.
did.
Yeah.
Nope. Maybe it could have been at 2005 and 2006. Maybe that time. Because now we're just like in a climate where if it's Japanese, it has to be.
I
Japanese.
predict utter failure unless every single character is Japanese.
Yeah, you know what? It's the same argument I have in my thought process. Like, because like I said, the only big animes left are what Gundam and
Cowboy Bebop. That can be made into. There was that whole thing about One Piece and. Ugh.
That would be.
That's not my anime. I'm sorry, I don't like that stuff.
And I thought about Gundam, and I'm thinking like, could you make Char Asian? And I'm like, he's blonde, blue-eyed.
He's like an aristocrat type
Yeah,
character.
this is European-esque a lot.
I think a one that could be an opportunity. I don't think a lot of people know in anime is maybe like Gunsmith Cats. I know it's a little more obscure, but it's an amazing.
Yeah,
if you
want
wanna
to
see-
Rowley, but again, Rowley was Italian.
Yeah.
like, full-on Italian.
It doesn't matter. It
Like,
doesn't
No,
matter.
but you
was
need
like-
to watch it because it's made by Tori Wada, right?
Kenichi Sonata.
Gosh, he's not.
Sonata.
Wada did the music for Ghost in the Shell, so I got that backwards. But it's an amazing.
If you like
yeah.
action gun stuff and you like attractive women,
Women?
it's a
Yeah.
good
Okay.
story. But
It's,
it's not so over the top with.
it takes place in Chicago. The lady drives a friggin' Shelby Cobra GT. It's amazing.
It's so American.
So
It's unbelievable.
American.
I love it. I love every
Well,
second
that's
of
why
it.
the creator of the show is like, I love America so much. That's why he got like that.
And I still think Gus
Chicago
with Cats
Yeah.
top is the opening for the OVA is top 5 for me.
Guys,
Dun, 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 dun,
You
dun.
watch this? Oh, this opening was in 2006. No, try 96, guy. Try 96 when this opening was
It was
made.
good.
It almost makes you feel like, did someone on Cowboy Bebop watch this opening? Because if you play both openings like over each other, they're so.
Well, that came
And
out
they
96, and Bible did come out 99.
Yeah,
And then
Like,
it has the 3 cars, and then they have the 3 planes on the same thing. And
It's
they go
also
across the colors.
a manga series, and it's really good, but it's definitely
More adult.
Yes.
18 plus. Not because of explicitness, but there's nudity and stuff like that. So if you watch the anime and thought it was really really cool, because there's a little bit of that.
It's hinted at. It's hinted
but
at.
in the mangas, it's full blown. There's
Yeah.
shower scenes, there's stuff like that.
Yeah.
See, think of all the seedy things that go around with gangsters, with drugs, alcohol, gambling, women of the night, basically.
yeah.
So that kind of stuff does.
There's
come
a
up.
push to try to the kids are to try to get a Blu-ray version of Gunsmith Cats. It's only 3 episodes, unfortunately.
Back when OVAs were a thing.
Yeah, which were
but
cool.
but if you so it might be hard to find it. So I'm not saying to watch it illegally, but maybe that might be the only route because it's so expensive to buy the DVD.
If you can
now.
find the old DVD, there's a really cool documentary on the DVD
Oh, yeah.
about how they sent people to America to shoot real guns, to record the sounds of an actual 67 Cobra, so they can get the feel for it, the way when it moves and turns. Very authentic.
Oh yeah, and then that's what they said. Like when they go to
That
the
car
streets-
chase scene is as good as any car chase scene in any movie.
Yeah.
Right there with Billet. It's such a good
Yeah,
car
actually,
chase.
it was saying Billy because they took a lot of some cues from that too, like the angles and stuff. And that's how much he like goes. I love America cinema.
But
and
he's
American
funny. He's
things."
never set foot in America. It's like
Yeah,
so
exactly.
amazing how he
He's
got
an
it done.
old Chicago soul from Japan, Kenichi Sonata.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love this guy.
he's so funny too because he's like, man, like because he just wishes he goes. Sometimes I'm in Japan, like I have to buy these airsoft guns because I can't buy real ones.
Yeah.
He's like, how cool! I would love to have like
But
just.
a real
maybe
version.
Gunsmith Cats might not get the curse of what you're saying of the all Japanese cats because it's so normal and so not
I mean,
fantastical.
how-
Maybe it could
I mean,
out of it.
her name is Raleigh Vincent.
It
And
doesn't.
then May,
Yeah.
his assistant.
It doesn't matter. It's just we're in this
father's
era
Italian.
that if a Japanese person writes a story, everything has to be Japanese.
I know,
Even if the story
I
takes
know.
place in New York City in 2001, it doesn't matter because we're so afraid to let actors be actors. You're pretending to be something you're not. That's the whole idea of an
An
actor.
actor. Yes.
But anyways, we digress.
Oh,
Sorry.
we're just
Yeah,
talking
Yeah, but we're
about-
talking about anime in general. When we talked about Robotech, is the same deal. Can anime be made into Hollywood live action? And I don't think it can. But the fans won't allow it. And if the fans can't even get past anything changed, anything Americanized in any way, how's the normal everyday person walking up to
I
the
think
cinema?
maybe what we might have to do, and this is unfortunate, is that they just go and make. I'm not saying I wouldn't be totally against it. More just anime versions, like newer ones,
Yeah.
and just get American voice actors started on to play the major. Then maybe it could be acceptable because now it's just anime again instead of
just keep it
But then
animated.
it's not live action anymore. But I don't see any other solution.
Yeah.
And so we all grow up and realize what actors do for a living is pretend to be other people. But
Yeah, I know, right?
You know, I'm sorry. I believe everyone that played Julius Caesar was really.
yeah, they were really.
They really were him.
Oh, let me see your birth record. So it says you're not.
Yeah, and then and I'm also looking forward to that Ninja Scroll that Sony's had from the rights since
Sony and
95.
Ninja
Fox
Scroll would be a good one, too. I forgot
Sony
about that one.
But that makes sense for everyone to be Japanese because it's a story about
Feudal
a samurai.
Japan, yeah.
So that makes sense. That's why with the Ronin Kenshin films, it makes sense. It would make no sense for thing. But the Major, who's a cyborg robot who has a fake body that can look like anything, it doesn't matter what.
Exactly, and it's like
Make a
Macross.
difference.
Everyone's in the future in space, so it could be anyone. Gundam, everyone's in the future. It could be all mix of races.
I don't want to
Side
be
3
here, but it's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
the
It really
attack on
is.
side 3.
Yeah, side 3. What a bunch of jerks. Screw those jerks.
Get those guys in side
So they're
3.
doing Pod 6, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
it's funny. It's so similar.
Yes, it's so similar. Yeah.
But leaving anime behind, it just every time it comes up, we have to talk about it, and it's always going to be sad.
Because I could just see the
Yeah.
precipitative drop in the fall of it, and it just
Yeah.
annoys me. Because you see it happening. I'm tired of getting my hopes up that it's going to work out in the end, even if it is good, and it looks like it won't be. If it's bad, then I'll tell you if the movie's bad.
Bad, yeah.
I'm not going to. But so far they haven't made a bad one in a while. They haven't.
They're pretty decent.
Yeah, I'm sorry they are.
Ugh.
You don't want to hear that, but it's the truth.
Yeah, so imagine Evangelion. Ugh.
Oh my goodness.
That's way too. There's no way. There's no way they could do it.
That's been shot around for all, but I think it'd be easier to do than Akira.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
between the two, if it came down to it.
But Akira has that brand recognition where it's still loved after all these years. Go watch the original 1989 movie, and until you think that's 1989 animation, they did it really good too.
Well, they did low budget tricks to make it look really good with the movement of the backgrounds. Like they
you see the tail light blurred. That is so iconic.
Oh,
the tail
yeah.
light.
Yeah, you look at the background, they just get 2 folds of paper and they just move it. That's
Yeah.
how you get motion. See, it's
But it was
simple.
cool, though.
I made it look cool, yeah.
But moving on, leaving Akira behind. Hi guys, Crimson Sin here. You just watched a clip from our weekly podcast show. Be sure to check out the full podcast available here on this channel. Also, if you like the content and you want to see more of it, be sure to hit the like button and also go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.